Well, the Texans' playoff run is over. For 20 minutes, the Texans rolled out to a big lead, and fans dared to dream that Houston might be hosting the AFC Championship game next week. Then the rest of the game happened. ABC 13 sports reporter Bob Slovak here with all the highlights and then the subsequent not-so-highlights.
But, Tom, wasn't that a fun first quarter?
Oh, it was a great first quarter. In fact, nothing could live up to that first quarter.
As quiet as it got up in Kansas City, the entire city of Houston was roaring.
They were.
I mean, it was crazy. I had people calling me, texting me. It was fun. Bill O'Brien, he told his team all week, we can't win this game. No one thinks we can win this game. O'Brien got the response he wanted initially. The Texans, they came out and went right at the Chiefs. Texans win the coin toss and say, we want the ball. And for the first time in Texans history, they score on the opening drive. Deshaun Watson to Kenny Stills, 54 yards. Texans went up 7-0. Chiefs forced a punt on their first possession. Bartavius Mingo with the block. Lonnie Johnson, number 32, he scoops it up, takes it in. 14-0 Texans, and we're thinking, what? Yeah, the Texans would lead 24-0. It was 24-7. Bill O'Brien went for that fake punt. The Chiefs stopped Justin Reed, and then the Chiefs really took off from there, grabbing the momentum. Patrick Mahomes couldn't be stopped. He hit Travis Kelce for 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. The Chiefs come all the way back to take a 28-24 halftime lead. The Texans blow the 24-point lead. More Chiefs in the third quarter. They got a couple of short touchdown runs. Mahomes was all over the place. The Chiefs score 7 touchdowns on 7 consecutive drives. Kansas City, the epic comeback. Texans, the epic collapse. Chiefs win at 51-31. They're going to host the AFC Championship next Sunday.
It's a shocker, to say the least, but they played, they earned it, they won. Obviously, it is what it is at the end of the day. I can't take nothing from them.
They made plays. Wish there was a couple plays we probably could get back. But we can't. It's playoff football, so I want to go home and we'll be back in Houston.
But, it sucked. It's not fun. But that's what happened, and you wish it didn't happen like that, but that's what happened, and so now you have to live with that.
Yeah, it is football. The Texans going down by 20. Good season, but a disappointing ending again, Tom, is we really had high hopes that they'd be hosting that AFC Championship game for the first time ever in this city, but it's going to be in Kansas City next Sunday.
Against the Titans.
Against the Titans of all teams. Of all teams.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bob. We appreciate it. Well, turning to other news on this Sunday, a robbery turned deadly, taking the life of a man who Houston police say tried to intervene. It happened around 3:45 this morning at a convenience store at the corner of Bissonnette and Fondren. Now police are looking for the 2 men who they believe are responsible. ABC 13's Micah Hatfield has more on the man who sacrificed his life.
He's a good man. That's why he stepped in, and instead of me, he got shot.
The clerk working at the time says around 3:45 this morning, there were 2 men around 19 or 20 years old who approached him while he was making coffee for the store. He says they tried to force him into the area where the cash register is. It's a locked room surrounded by bulletproof glass.
He told me to give me the money, and then he was pushing me and he dropped the gun accidentally.
And that's when the Good Samaritan stepped in. The clerk says he's a homeless man who hangs around the store and helps out.
The robber picked up the gun and he shot him accidentally and they ran away.
Now, Houston police are looking to speak to this man who they're calling a person of interest. His phone was found in the store and he was caught on surveillance video. They believe he may know more about who killed the hero who was loved by so many.
It'll be stuck in my head forever, I guess. Someone tried to help me and I could have been dead, and instead he's dead now.
In Southwest Houston, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Now AccuWeather with 13 Eyewitness News meteorologist Rachel Bryers.
Well, we saw some sunshine earlier today, but the cloud cover really rolled in this evening, and we are expecting to see this cloud cover stick around not just into the overnight hours, but actually throughout much of this next week. So here's a breakdown of your week, kind of the headlines here. First off, it's going to be a pretty cloudy week with some rain chances popping up. Also, as we push into the morning hours, we're expecting a little bit of fog. Again, not just tomorrow, but actually throughout this entire week. And then it looks like our next front will roll through on Saturday. So let's go ahead and let's start start off with the fog. So for tonight, could start to see that building in a little bit heading into the overnight hours. So if you see that in the morning, just make sure you take it a little bit slower out on the roadways. So that's going to be the fog, and that fog that we are expecting tomorrow morning, that could also happen as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings there, and even into Friday mornings. But here's what we are expecting overnight. You can see lots of cloud cover. Then our rain chances start to bump back up into the forecast. So for tomorrow, make sure you take an umbrella with you. We'll have about a 40% chance of seeing some showers and possibly an isolated thunderstorm or two. So this is Monday at 5 p.m. So you notice it becomes a little bit more isolated heading into the evening, but the rain chance is still there and will actually go up slightly heading into Tuesday as this warm front continues to lift across the area. And actually on Tuesday, I would say we should see a few more of those storms. And then the rain chances from there will continue into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even into Saturday morning before our next cold front rolls through. Tonight's temperatures, though, dipping down into the 40s, then heading into the day tomorrow, back up into the mid-60s. A few of us could top out into the upper 60s. And then throughout the rest of the week, even though it's going to be cloudy, it's going to be pretty warm. We're going to get that return flow that's going to send in moisture. That's also going to help heat us up. By Wednesday, looking at a temperature of 78 degrees. Our next front rolls through early Saturday morning. That will help to usher out some of that moisture and will bring in some cooler air just in time for the marathon as we head into Sunday.
All right, Rachel, thank you. That is Eyewitness News for now. We hope to see you on television again tonight at 10. Of course, we're always online at ABC13.com and on our free news app. For Bob Slovak, Rachel Bryars, and all of us here at ABC 13, I'm Tom Abrams. Have a good Sunday.